Do you have any people paid by the CIA who are working for television networks? This, I think, gets into the kind of getting into the details, Mr. Chairman, that I'd like to get into in executive session.
Modern day embodiment of Plato's philosophies gave rise to thieves who create those atrocities of late. If you swallow what the state says, you're honestly your brain dead and rotting heap of zombie meat. We create payola policies of Crayola quality. We make up the Ponzi schemes that bankrupt economies to blame fucking poverty and bottom feeders. Gotta be this way, nope, gonna be this way, cause I say so. Stay close, follow me, take orders properly, stay pro, fall the knee and pray. Ho, bro, pleading this, that, obey your authorities, and if that's a problem, we encourage you to say so, but quietly, cause make no mistake, bro will break both your collars, knees, and face bone, penetrate your gray skull, lobotomy, your brain slow, sodomy by flamethrowers, barbecued and flayed open, slaughtered on the graves, holding out of me could name, homie, double crossing me, better think on it, take a moment, ponder while your chain drawn and corded, whether chainsaw boiling or your brain more enjoyment for you, or just play bogus, fake it like you ain't noticed anything, president don't play along, brains blown to smithereens, Abe Lincoln, Kennedy, King, Malcolm, Huey P, Kings have been guillotined, think that you ain't gon' feel the sting of the killer bees, bank on it, everything you think you own, you don't, banks on it, Masonic symbols on currency, we claim coincidence when it ain't so, be getting a nation full of a-holes, face rolling and shit, and they don't give a shit, amazing isn't it, but ignorance is bliss and complacency's a bitch, train a generation to be slaves as little kids, the next one won't complain when they chained up getting whipped, anyone who wades through our mazes of scripted events is labeled an idiot, brain crazed conspiracists, deranged and clinically insane, cause they paying attention, so the only valid response is to shame and belittle them, our agents spit venom and flame at them, anything but engage with them serious, while remaining conspicuous on conspiracy websites, entirely populated and moderated by people who ain't conspiracists, some brave citizens raising dissidents amidst waves of infiltrants trained to shill against them, Agent Smiths in this matrix amidst disinformation set for UK and cinnamon, but this ain't your wicked enslavement system isn't getting safe, we built it this way as a prison for the insane and demented, it is plagued with victims of division games and infinite pain, we split them into big gangs of illiterate, craven, hypocrite, shit stains with pencil dicks, wave this semi-impotent rage against dissension, favoritism is a big thing, prevent you spitting major wisdom in a big way, with censorship, parrots living in a big cage, no Nicholas could say this Christmas, it's a bit late, their mission is to stay in their lane and to get paid, too arrogant to maybe consider that they getting played, mention it and they get livid at it, Rick James was getting when cocaine would hit him in the rib cage, they kicking shit and flailing, sensitive skinned babes and mental midget cavemen primitives, you're lame and your claims of innocence have fallen on deaf ears, I'm Beethoven, bitch, debate's over, get a makeover, put a cape on, take hold of this dick and make your apology, I pay your deposit please, ain't no option C, make sure to take the blue pill from the pharmacy and eat larger quantities, 3/4 pound of cheeseburgers, double whoppers, need some love too, fuck you, enjoy your irradiated mango and cottage cheese, grape soda promptly leads to brain stroke and heart disease, gravestones ought to read, pale old doctors be the real ghost face killers, no Kangola wallabies, participate in the staged idiocracy of payoffs and robberies, layoffs and lobbying, praise the hypocrisy and vain generosity of faithless and godless beings made into gods and kings. War's our main methodology. War on poor folks creating more poverty. War on drugs and not for safety but profiting. Wars of terror spread in the name of democracy. You can't see the mockery? Not even in the form of Nobel Peace Prizes gave to Obama on the day that he was bombing people. And we the same ones that claimed that Saddam was evil. So we hanged them that framed Al-Assad as lethal. Then we gave guns and raised funds to start a revolt. And we named them the Great Mother ISIS Reborn. Should've gave us a stake to the heart. We cold-blooded vampires and fork-tongued damn liars. A murderers assassinated Gaddafi before he could empower and raise up the common people. But money partnered with gold. Thought he was gonna replace the petrodollar. We smoked his ass, choked and dragged through the dead heat, and folks just laughed as we poked his ass with machetes. You viewing these crimes as bravery's quite deceitful. For surely I'm highly amazed at that kind of deep throat. I shouldn't be though. You're trained to admire evil. Your giant egos are prey to the giant eagle. The higher we rose, the plane of the lies exposed. You know how it goes. And Chop, block, or reload the propaganda. Loki gone bananas with the golden rod in hand to control the modern man and mold the protocols of cannibals. Showed us how to channel with the long forgotten pantheons and woe-begotten phantoms of old. Souls departed from the holy garden, shackled in stone in a gargantuan glow in the dark castle of bones in a volcano that moats a small chapel. Ghost form Vatican popes on horseback with chloroform patches and ropes. A faux Dracula gourds his warpath. Ward of Warcraft in a cold and stark attic with cold horned jackalopes roaming tall caverns neath an old Los Angeles home. You having a hope of defining the divine with the myopic mind of a Vulcan scientist. Widen your scope, kid, get blinded by the light when it's shining in focus. Make vaginas out your eye sockets, positively mind-fucking primal implosions of the spirals in the 5 symbols, 9s and 25s. This comprising the code, try to decode the sciences behind the occult, which I have occulted. The 5-sided fiery go of scientism, the great one, the final insult, the high religion of the state, son, the light bringer code, the finest assault on the plane since the Bible was wrote. The lie that we told reshaped space and time to a glow, a titanic hoax specifically designed to invoke a sense of worthlessness. You're purposeless and life is a joke, a virus that grows and thrives for the life of the host and violently closes the minds of the brightest adults that it can find. Fortified and vitamin coated to make you mortified, to codify the lies you absorb. The bottom line is we can quantify the sign of a slope. You're more than qualified to go and try to find it. You won't. It's been immortalized and we're requiring you to buy into the enormous lie that you're a flying body in motion. Try to retort. You're lying in denial with porcupines. You porks are spineless. Swines deboned, presided over by nihilistic liars in bow ties and a guy who just won't die. Consider his affliction unlikely a long life. A decade is a miracle. Why is he on 5 and counting? It's hysterical. A masterpiece of fake false flaggery. What they call gravity is based on fallacies. Create fraud math and get a play smart patsy and ornate jaw pad to give a great sarcastic speech. The audacity faded y'all masterfully. Now pay for an acid geek to fake your reality and wait for it happily. And sorry, Captain, but we ain't going back to see the dang on flag because we can't go, damn it. So there ain't no flag to see. Laugh at the flashes as he raises up magically. That's the reaction made from 10Ks blasting on that shaky ass, tacky looking banged up crap that was straight up fantasy. A preposterously baked up botching of a space shuttle launching, costing $8 tops, being craned up. Obviously ain't no rockets made of tape and epoxy. It's a lame duck mock, a cardboarded and black construction paper box with a dang go-kart beneath a danged up tarp, all string up sloppy like a fake fuck prop from a bang bus bondage scene. It's appalling, even shameful technology that takes off rocky like it banged on Apollo Creed. Alien colonies arranged horizontally. We all live on the plane.
Snakes on the property.
The age-old prophecy of page 4, column B. We play God constantly and make y'all all believe the great Wizard of Oz. We dictate the mob to see the emperor's new clothes, but kids say the darndest things. So we educate y'all forcefully. You ain't thought logically since grade school. That just means we trained you properly. A bitch made cross between Tin Man and Dorothy. Scarecrow and lion, weak and cowardly. A pussy with your A order ought to be. 8th quarter pudding in your brainless noggin, and you ain't enough dog to pull the tray back off me before the 8-bird army comes to raid your quarantine. Soft pacifist with rainbow satchels and some shades on. This ain't fucking paintball. Practice bitches straight war. Put away your baseball bats. I'm dropping napalm canisters and strafe bomb patterns on your stray lost cattle's under siege. Y'all monks in the street going up against a tank dog. Abbott, I will face palm, slap a chicken stank hole, ratchet bitches face off while rocking an 8-ball jacket. I invaded your clans and reclaimed your land for God, enslaved your ancestors, raped your grandmothers, erased your past, then named y'all Africans and made y'all ass kiss the same God afterwards. I'm the master of chaos sorcery. Pay your taxes, I face more torturing. Provide me with worship. If you die on me before this, you will fry in a furnace built to make your corpse scream. Praise Lord Jehovah's gleaming great golden war machine. Bring forth the molten breathing angelic armored legion. Chains off the starving teeth and vanguard of altered beasts. Game over, holler peace and take home a slice of pizza.